If you could go back and give your younger self financial advice, what would it be?
Well, I thought a lot about this question and I wanted to bring you some different answers than you probably typically get. So, the first one I think is when you're young, think about the fact that you're being advertised constantly to look like this, spend money on this, and have this. And as we all have learned with social media advertising and all of that, there's kind of a dopamine rush that comes from that. But what you may not have experienced when you're young is the dopamine rush, the good feelings, the peace, the opportunity. If you don't spend on those things that you won't have a week from now, a month from now, or 10 years from now, and save your money, that feeling is better than any, just momentary dopamine rush. And if you can learn that lesson when you're young, I didn't learn it when I was young. So I think of all the things that I thought I had to have. Back in my day, it was keep up with the Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
And, none of that means anything today. What is I have found in all my years is you get the most, I guess, feeling of safety or security from having saved, from having the security of knowing that if you have an emergency or you have a need, it's there, or an opportunity.
Yeah.
Many opportunities missed when you don't save. So that would be number one.
Okay, good.
Number two is from the book, The Tipping Point. And he talks in there about becoming an expert at something, putting in your 10,000 hours. So why does this matter in terms of your financial security and that type of thing? What I've found, just working with so many different businesses over the years. So we serve small businesses. I hear every kind of business idea you can imagine. People do amazing things. It's so exciting to see it. And what I notice is there's people who have really niched down their expertise. They found some place that they can be an expert at. And those are the people, whether it's a small business or even if you're working in a career and you just start niching down your experience, and you become more valuable and more valuable. For instance, my brother-in-law, who I love, been married to my sister for 40 years, he became a calibrator. He was in the Navy, all the things you can do. He just became an expert at calibrating machinery. Then when he got out, he got into the pharmaceutical field, and he was in high demand because he really understood this thing that there's just not a lot of.
Yeah, real nichey.
Real nichey. That will take you a long way to enabling you to make a lot more money in your career, which would then help you save. And then the third thing is, just because I have a heart for entrepreneurship, and I really believe not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur, and having a career in government or in corporate world or whatever can be great. But if you can become an entrepreneur, you have so much more control over your income, how fast you make income. You can create new revenue streams. But one of the most beautiful things about it is finding balance in your life. A lot of people think, well, entrepreneurs just work, 24/7, but it's really not true. They have a lot of freedom in deciding, I'm going to my kid's soccer game. I'm going to be a PTA mom. I'm going to have a baby, and maybe I might have somebody in the home helping me, but I'll be there when I'm needed. So it just gives you a lot of opportunity for freedom. And it gives an awful lot of opportunity for growth, because you have to learn to sell, and you have to learn to manage, and all those skills that are great in life. So those would be my three things I wish my 20-year-old self knew.